In this tutorial, we will see how to send the contents from our test pattern to a video output. In SMODE, video outputs can be video projectors, LED screens, or in our case, our second monitor, which is here. To do so, we will open the Preferences menu, and to open the Preferences menu, we can go to the Edit tab and click Preferences, or hit the shortcut F11. We can create the output by clicking on the Add button here, or we can do a right-click, Add Video Output, and then select Standard Video Output. We click OK. We can apply changes, and our video output has now been created. If we unfold it, we can see different parameters. Those that will interest us the most are the resolution, position, and monitoring options. If we exit the Preferences menu and open our Devices tab, we can also see that our video output has been created. Also, we can see our video output in the Pipeline tab here. So, in our Devices tab, we can see all the parameters that interest us. We have the X and Y position, which correspond to the Windows display configuration. We have the resolution, which we will set to 920 by 1080p. And then we have the monitoring options, so we can decide to either set it to monitor 1, which is the monitor on which we have our SMODE interface currently, or we can set it to monitor 2, which is the monitor where we want to display our output. We can see in the pipeline that our video output isn't connected to anything. To link it to our content map, all we need to do is select this tab here and select our content map. So to do a quick recap, we have our content test pattern, which is being sent to the content map, which itself is being received by our video output. And as we can see here in the viewport, the content from our content map and our video output are identical. All we need to do now is to activate our output. We can do so by clicking on the Output button, which is on the top right of SMODE's interface. There are some cases where the output might not be configured properly, and in these cases it might be possible that SMODE's output may overlap with the interface button. As we can see here, when we try and hover our mouse over the output, that won't be possible. This is why it might be useful to use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-Alt-W to activate and deactivate SMODE's output without clicking on the interface button. Next to the Output button is the On-Air button. When activated, the On-Air mode will focus SMODE's resources on calculating only the output, which maximizes performance. We can also toggle it by pressing F9 on our keyboard. At the bottom right, we have the frame rate monitor. Currently, it's set to run at 60 frames per second. If we hover over it and double-click, we can see that we have a constant frame rate. It's important to make sure that SMODE's output frame rate matches the frame rate of our monitor. If we go in our advanced display settings, we can see that our second monitor is set to run at 60 Hz. If there is a difference between those two frequencies, in our monitor we'll be able to see some sort of oscillation.